Alright, so I started digging into ways I can create my Contra games. Obviously, I don't want to start writing code any longer. And here I made some research. I went through Gemini, and as you can see, here are some ideas that it was able to share with me. By the way, I add my own construct. So this is the design I shared with it, that I want a view like this for the regular stuff. And at some point, I was thinking maybe the UI transition to something like this. So I'm not sure the AI totally understood this, but yeah, it's an idea, and I was hoping to just see what it's able to establish based on this reference. So I also shared the existing Contra UI with it, and it came up with this, which is okay, but not entirely the best iteration. So it digging deeper. So this was its consideration for when you're underwater. And yeah, this is a further one. This is more like an adjusted version. Then moving on, I literally shared the UI again that, okay, kind of just create me the main view. So I wasn't digging what it was generating here. So create me the main view, and it generated this. And I kind of like this, but this kind of moved away from the original theme because I still want to maintain the original theme such that when you get on the system, you can easily tell that this is still the real Contra, just a better UI kind of thing. So yeah, we still move further, but then I gave it this image as a reference. We all mostly would remember this. And I told it that, okay, the last image, the last design from here was good. However, I want you to kind of reimagine this. And it generated this. And I think this kind of nailed what I want. So if you remember back with my initial UI, yeah, you can see that this is kind of imitating the idea I have here. So my camera angle seems a little bit deep, but I think this is quite close enough. This is what I would want to go along with. So yeah, this is my iterative phase. And also I told it to generate this, but this is more like a 2D, even though in a 2.5D world. But I think this is the better view angle I would go with. So we'll be working with this eventually. And yeah, this was my research phase when I was trying to establish what actually makes sense. Then further on, I tried to test the Claude design system to see if it can generate this. Claude Design is said to be one of the best designing tools you can have there. And as you can see, the generation is quite poor. Yeah, this is totally not it. So eventually, what we'll be doing is we will be using AI to assist our flow, but we will mostly be building everything by ourselves. And I intend to explore tools like Blender. So Blender would help me create some of my models because as you can see, according to this inspiration, we have models, we have all this, we have the grounds and stuff. So we're going to employ Blender to do that. However, in this age and time, doing all these things by hand is literally going to be anti-pattern, literally, because that's the whole point of AI. And I mentioned that in the last video that I hardly code again. And I intend to extend the same flow here. So again, I plan to have Blender create my models, and I plan to use Godot. And in the process of digging into that, I realized, okay, this might be a lot of experimental flow. Then I remembered that I actually have a crazy ass PC lying fallow here, as you can see. Yeah, I have not been using this PC for a long while. I tend to use my Mac mostly for my work. But then, because I discovered that I need to experiment on some stuff, I did this thing back and I was able to set up a local AI yesterday. And yeah, this is going to be an avenue to kind of give us a walkthrough of how I actually did that. So that for those who would want to have something like that set up, they probably get the gist. By the way, the whole inspiration to set up the local AI was actually prompted by a video I was watching promoting Quen 3.8, the 27 billion parameters. And when I was going through the video, I was prompted to actually pause for a minute. This looks good. Like the generations that were coming out of it were quite okay. So I thought, okay, let me experiment on this. So I reached out to Claude. I want to run a local Quen AI on my PC. How should I go about it? And technically, the first thing you want to verify when you ask this kind of message is, can your PC actually handle it? And yeah, there was this particular website I visited that was able to establish that. So what of AI? So the first one, So this one, and I visit the Can I Run It tab. And within this Can I Run It page, you get to specify the kind of PC you are using. In my own case, I have the 3090 Ti, which because of its video RAM is still quite capable compared to something like maybe the 4070 that doesn't have as high a video RAM as this, even though that tends to still be kind of capable because it's newer. So I think a 4080 is way better than the 3090 Ti, but because the 4080 video RAM is capped at 16, this will still perform better with AI process than the 4080. That's the irony of things anyways. And yeah, I have a system RAM, the system RAM itself was 64 gig. And based on that, like Quen 3.8 was kind of just the best for me. And going through all this, I was thinking maybe even if it runs, maybe the speed will be so slow. We'll get to that later on. So after reaching out to Claude, even though Claude did not realize that I'm trying to displace it, because obviously if I start running my local API, it means I won't be Claude more often, and I don't know how Claude will feel about this, but that's by the way. So with Claude, I was able to decide that going Ollama was the right way. So I downloaded Ollama from ollama.com, and it's quite straightforward. This was it. And the download was quite straightforward as well. So you get the Ollama setup, which is this, a 1.46 gig size setup. And once you have it, you just install it. That's straightforward. And once you are done installing, the next thing you want to do is to open your terminal. And within your terminal, you want to use Ollama to get what you need. So yeah, I'm not entirely showing you the flow. I'm just giving you the process I went through. And based on the fact that I'm showing you my chat with Claude, I guess for those who want to set this up to would most likely have to communicate with Claude and get things natively tailored for them. So once everything is set up in regards to the Ollama side, I then pull the Quen 3.827b parameter. As you can see, this is the command to do that. And I kind of shared with Claude the whole process. So at first I got this and I was thinking, is Quen 3.8b that small? Because all I had here was just 931 MB. However, Claude was able to quickly draw me back to reality that, okay, this model actually is into two quants, and the first version actually is the version that supports the multimodal system. So the Quen 3.8 actually supports multimodal, which means you can have images in and it's going to read the image and understand it. When everything is done, we did some experimenting to confirm, okay, can this actually support more contests? Because initially we went with the 32K contests. However, when I tested the system, I mentioned to Claude that this is extremely fast. And Quen quickly backtracked, thinking, okay, it seems your system can handle more. So we kept iterating. We went to the 64K contest. That was also fast as well. Then we went up again to the 128 contests. Then we realized some issues. So the issue is not like the system is not working. However, the system was spilling out of my GPU. So it was trying to use some of my CPU. And according to Claude, that's not good enough. We want the GPU to be 100% be the usage. So we went back to the 96K contest. And yeah, the speed has been great so far. And my major curiosity before venturing on this adventure was that, okay, maybe because I'm running it locally, the speed will not be as good enough. But I'm going to show you what the speed looks like, and you're going to make the decision by yourself. So that's it about that. And because I want to make this thing easy for me, I created a quick utility app, which is the Quen launcher. And instead of me going back to my terminal to start the AI every time I want to use it, I just run this and start it up. And it's going to load the system into the VRAM and yeah, pull it up once it's done. All right, so there you have it. I guess it took a while because I'm running for the first time today. Yesterday when I was testing it, it was way faster. So let's stop it again and try to run it again to see how long it takes. So it stopped again. Let's start it again. All right, so now it's way faster. And after setting up Quen AI and everything is ready, the next stage is obviously how do I actually use this? So for that, I did my further research. I was thinking maybe Cursor would be the best bet for this, but yeah, Claude advised me that Cursor is not going to be the best bet. Instead, I should go with VS Code. So I got VS Code, and further I was able to establish that Klein is an extension tool that you have to get. Is the best tool to actually use to run this local model. So I got Klein, and Klein has been absolutely great because it was able to one-shot this blog app. Let me run it to see what it looks like. So as you can see, this was created by Quen 3.8, and yeah, we have the dark mode and we have the light mode. And earlier on, I told you that the speed was actually crazy. So let's put that to test. So I'm going to tell it that in the tests project folder. So I want to tell it to create a Tetris game in Theory.js using whatever it wants to. And yeah, that's literally the idea. All right, so my prompt is in, and let's take a look at the speed. As you can see, it's thinking as well. I don't know what it's wanting me to run, but let's run it anyways. Okay, valid input, okay. So as you can see the speed going on here. So I'm able to run all this locally without paying any time, which means now with this setup, I can go ahead and start setting things up for my contract game. So the plan is to actually connect the Blender system to an NCP such that I can prompt it to create my 3D models. I'm going to do the same thing for the Godot engine. I'm going to connect it with the AI to be able to communicate with the system directly. And sometimes I might still have to go back to Claude to assist me with something because this is good. This is a good model, but it's still not going to be as good and as intelligent as what we have with Topos 5 or GPT Soul and so on. So yeah, this is still running. Let's wait for it. And once it's done, I'm going to be back. So the game has just been completed and now we can test it to see how it actually behaves. So here we can use the live server extension to run the HTML. So I can just ask it. Okay, so I guess I can right click this. So open with live server. So server started on port 5500. So okay, so here we have it, Tetris 3D, start. Okay, as you can see, this was one-shotted and it seems to be working. Interesting. Okay, there was a glitch with that, but still, it worked. Okay. Yeah, I think having a 3D Tetris is the worst case scenario because I don't even understand how to play it. There is a button to rotate. Okay, you actually rotate this. So space is an add drop. But I think the general overview is that it's able to actually undo this game. It's not perfect. It's most likely not the best view you want to have. A 3D view of Tetris is totally not it. However, it's able to do it. It's able to make the control work. It's actually able to work. And yeah, I am very happy to have this setup because it's going to make the whole process way easier. And I don't have to think about costs. So maybe cost of electricity, yes, but certainly that has always been a thing, even while working without the local API. So this is where I'll be dropping the curtain for today, and I'm going to go back to work to actually start putting things together so that I can show you something in the next video. And if you'd like to see that something, I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the next video, and like this video if you enjoy the flow, if you enjoy what I've been doing so far. And bye for now.